Hey there everyone, I hope you're rocking today. A few years ago, I was fired from a job I wasn't happy at. It was a strange situation because I didn't know if I should be happy because, well, I didn't like the job, or maybe I should worry my ass off because I needed a damn job. It ended up being a little bit of column A and a whole lot of column B. But I learned some great lessons and I'm going to be talking about 5 of those today. But before I get going, if you have any questions or concerns or anything you want me to talk about, just leave them down below. Let's get rocking. Hi there, I'm Dr. Chris, a professional geoscientist. In my last video, I talked about what I learned about being in a job that I hated. Of course, with that sort of attitude, the inevitable happened and I was let go. And really, I don't blame them at all. In fact, it all became a cliche. And I'm going to talk today about the top 5 things I learned about being fired. Let's jump right in. Number 1. Being fired sucked and it didn't. Initially. As I talked before in another video, I really didn't like the job. So on one hand, getting fired was just fine, because that meant that I didn't have to get up in the morning to force myself to go to a job I didn't like. But it did suck because, well, I needed a damn job. At the time, oil was in the... So getting let go was normal at the time. It came a year after I was hired, so that was alright. So it sucked because I needed a job, but it didn't suck because I really didn't like the job that much. Number 2. It sucked a lot. Now, I said that I didn't like the job, but what's worse than not liking a job is not having a job at all. Especially when the oil industry was in the... I scrubbed through my LinkedIn looking for all the contacts I knew. I emailed everybody that I thought could give me a job at the time. I went and showed my research to a whole bunch of people that I thought would be interested in it. Nothing panned out. So the initial mix of emotions between being happy I wasn't at a job I didn't like anymore and getting fired and needing a job gave way to really needing a job. Number 3, don't panic, move fast. Oil had been in the... for well over a year at the time. From my LinkedIn, I knew that there were quite a few people that I knew that had better educations, more experience, who had been out of work for a very long time, and I didn't want to be one of those people. I realized very quickly that it was possibly time to move on from geoscience. If there were professionals who had been working in the industry for 10 years, or super smart people with multiple papers to their names, who had been out of work for more than a year, what chance did I have? I didn't panic, but it was time to do something else and fast. Number 4, time to reboot. I had a super high education in an industry that wasn't hiring. I could hold on to hope like so many other people I knew who had waited months trying to get jobs, or get the hell out of Dodge. For me, my reboot was a retrain, and I had looked at 2 things. I was become a teacher, what was going to take me 2 years to complete, or go to a technical college and take geographic information systems. I decided on the technical college because the application date was closer. GIS also allowed me to get into other industries, and it was a short program, making my reboot quick and easy. Number 5. Getting fired was the best thing that ever happened to me. I was fired from a job I didn't like. I had that job I didn't like because I didn't plan. I didn't have any backup skills that I could use because I didn't plan. I didn't plan very well because I was being lazy. What being fired made me realize is I can't be lazy. When I went to the technical college, I actually started getting the best grades I have ever had. That's because 1, I like doing GIS. 2, I had to do well in it to ensure that I get a job. And 3, I was competing with a whole bunch of other people in the same boat, retraining because their industry was no longer viable. Being fired was also the best thing because I also started focusing on making videos, geoscience videos. I was building a brand. I was getting my face out there. At the very least, I was promoting myself, at least getting some attention. If I hadn't been fired, I would have never have been forced to do something awesome. And that's why it was the best thing that ever happened to me. And those were 5 things I learned about being fired from a job I didn't like. While the situation was stressful, it became a cliche and ended up being the best thing that had happened to me in a long time. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, add me to your LinkedIn, or even better, share my videos through your networks. Till next time, I'm Dr. Chris. Keep rocking.